Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm watching you. How are you doing on this Weeds Day? Weirdly enough, this almost looks like some of the depictions that they have of angels. Oh wait, I did this one too. Ooh, look at me. I am the voice of God. You must listen. I mean, if I saw something like this flying at me, I would definitely think it was either God or an alien or a demon or something. Yeah, yeah, I could see. I could see. I could see. Oh, if you're really high right now, don't worry. It's just an effect. It's just an effect. This is not real. Nothing's real technically, right? We live in a simulation. That's what they keep saying. It's it's a 2D projection on a 3D background or whatever the hell the latest thing was. Um, I mean, I don't think so, but it's very possible that again, could all just be a projection from my mind. I'm the only one I can prove is real. I think. Can you prove if you're real? Oh, phew. Man, no. Sorry. I didn't want to freak you out or nothing. But I tend to do that to people. Even without the filter, I'm freaking everybody out. I'm freaking myself out a little bit too, but I'm used to it. You're not. Maybe you're not. That's a. I understand. It's just hard to. It's hard for me to quantify. It's hard for me to feel like I can keep going this way all the time. I think I can. I think I can. Hold on, dog. Whoa, whoa! I gotta pick up some dog poop. Good girl. Good girl. Good pooping over here in this front of the same house as you always do. Ah! Don't make me drop my phone, please, doggy. Do 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 do. Oh, it's Frosty. Frosty morning. Oh, Frosty Weed Day. Frosties? Weed? Ah, man. Does that mean it's covered in some sort of powder? Hmm. This is the first 420 in a while that I have not partaked. I won't partake. Um, and I guess I don't feel like I'm missing out. Do I? No, I don't. Because I'm finally getting to the point where, oh, here comes an alarm. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Kids have vacation this week. I don't need these alarms. I'll need them to wake up for my job, but still haven't, filled out the paperwork because, yeah, I got into that accident on Thursday of last week, and, well, I had to take a few days myself. Leave a comment if you're here. If you just pop in for a second and get in skedaddle, what are you doing? Why? You can ask me anything. Anything. I might not answer it, but I probably will with some sort of whimsical and interesting comment back at your comment. Okay? So yeah, Weeds Day. And traditionally, I mean, I'm always looking forward to this day. I mean, not that I'm not looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to every day now. That's actually kind of nice. Doesn't have to be a special Weeds Day for me to want to get up and get going. But it's funny. Even though the 420 is coming. Oh, Jeff 33. Okay, I'm Sweden. You are? You are Sweden. Wow. Nice to meet you, Sweden. I didn't know that the personality of a country was watching me. The entire country's personality. Wow, does that mean that I'm as big as a country now? I've got the same driving force as a political, neo-political. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Just kidding. Yeah, Weeds Day. I would usually look forward to it all the time, and would try to plan to just have a lot of weeds. But unfortunately, when you're smoking a lot of weed, the planning part doesn't always pan out so well. And you don't always have all the money that you need. Oh, he's like, cool dude, Jeff 33, cool meme dude. Thanks. Smiley face. With sunglasses. I don't have sunglasses, I'm going blind right now. Oh, there we go. I would always try to plan it and be like, I'd have all these ideas for things to do. Maybe I could hang out with a bunch of other Weeds Day people, and we could all just weed together. Isn't this great? That'd be so cool. We just all get all weedy. But again, never really had the money at the time to do it correctly or the way I envisioned it in my head, and didn't have the planning prowess or proper prior planning to prevent piss poor performance to get it done the way I wanted to. Of course, now I'd be able to plan such a great weed day. Oh man, I'd be able to be the greatest 420 ever. But I don't need it anymore. So there we go. Yeah, I know that's a bummer to some people. Some people, that's probably a huge bummer. They're like, what? You're not cool anymore. Like, was I ever? No. No. Yes, I was. I'm fucking super cool. Actually, right now it's very chilly, so I'm extra cool. Oh, Michels Princiana 5306 H again, and again H. Ha. To you too. That's a perfect example. When I was planning, when I would be planning a 420, that's about how far it would go. Like, oh, I guess it's not all gonna work. I remember when I was younger, somebody would have, I think it was Casey, this dude Casey Lewis, would have a party with his friends where everyone would pitch in a bunch of money and they'd all get a bunch of different weeds and roll up all these weeds and smoke them together and have these big giant joints and wow, look at us, we're weeding. That's what we're doing. Yay. And I don't think I ever went to one of those parties because, again, I didn't have the money. Because I didn't just wait till 420 to weed. I did it all the time. And would never have the money to do it the way I wanted to do it on the 20 day. And then the origin of the 420 are kind of weird. Is it, did someone think it was funny to have the pot smoking day on Hitler's birthday? Maybe. It is kind of funny. Oh, let's talk about peace and spending all of our money on weeds on the day that Hitler was born because he was a meth head. And yeah, it makes sense somehow. Just peace, man, peace. Pass that joint. And I'm actually thinking today is the perfect day. I mean, if you were a criminal and you know a bunch of weeders, maybe you could steal from them today really easily. Or you could trick them. They're so high. Today's the day they're getting super duper high. And you can just convince them of anything. Maybe I can sell things to people today. That's a great... Damn, I wish I had a bunch of... Now I got to plan for 420 in a different way. I should just have a bunch of merch. I should just print out pictures of weeds on t-shirts and keychains and things and be like, hey, everybody, happy 420 weed day. You want to buy some paraphernalia? Why not? Fly your freak weed flag. Let's go. Not a bad idea. Don't take my idea. Damn it. Don't watch this. Don't. No. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say any of that. Scratch. Edit. I can't. I'm not going to edit this. I don't edit these. This is the vlog. This is what we're doing. Actually, I said, yesterday, I had this idea to set up a bit of a theater area in my basement, in the other side of my basement that isn't the podcast studio, music studio, or workshop. So, because I have all this equipment, and even this giant soundbar thingy that my pops gave me years ago, that I didn't ever really use for some reason, because I was weeding, and I just didn't hook it up right or something. I can't remember why I didn't. It's because I was weeding. Couldn't remember. I think I just couldn't find the right power thing. And just so happens, as I'm setting all this stuff up yesterday, I look down and I see this one power converter box thingy. And I go, wait a minute, that one looks a little different than the rest. I'm going to check it out. Lo and behold, it's the one for the soundbar. And I go, wow, we can actually use this now, because I've been trying to hook it up actually for a week. And I found it's I think it runs on 24 volts. So very different from most little power boxes you find. I'm like, oh, I found this one. It kind of plugs in right. And it says 24 volts on it. Is it on? I could see a light on the inside of the thing, the inside of the soundbar, turning on. I'm like, ooh, this is giving it power. Maybe it will work. No. But again, yesterday, as I was trying to set it all up to be a theater in the basement, just so happened that the right power box popped up, which kind of looks more like a computer one, where it has the plug that plugs into the box, and then you plug in, not just like one wire coming from, that big square thing that just plugs directly into the wall. And I know I've had this power thing for a while. I've seen it kicking around. It's just, I didn't put two and two together. It really is strange. I used to have this theory, and surprise, surprise, because I was weeding, this particular theory was wrong a little bit. That the theory is that when you're weeding, your IQ goes down, maybe about 10 points, depending on the person. Could be 20, could be 30. And basically if you've got a higher IQ, that doesn't matter so much. If you're walking around at 130, even if you drop 30 points, you still got an IQ of 105, which is, I don't know if that's above average, but at least above being considered diminished. But if you start off at 100 IQ and smoke and get all weeded, and you go down to an 80, then you literally smoked yourself retarded. Ha! But literally, I mean, it's true. And I think that's what was happening to me. Maybe because it's kind of like when you're weeding all the time, it's kind of like becoming a drunk, where some drunks, after a while, can have like one or two beers, or some people just one, and they're just completely fucked up. It's like all the buildup of alcohol in their system activates in all of their cells once they get away from that, doggy. Once they put a little bit of the sauce in them, all the sauce in all of their cells just, all right, yeah, we're aligned now. And I guess if you've been weeding for 20, 30 years, well, I took some time off at some point, but if you've been weeding for 20-ish years, all the time, then really, you're built of weed. You're not only weed in, you're a weed man. Weedin'? Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Weed man, he has powers of the green. Weed man. Oh yeah, and that kind of reminds me, hey, like Superman. Eventually, weed became my kryptonite. It is the green stuff, It doesn't, like, if someone breaks out a bag, I'm not going to be like, no, I can't. That's not going to happen. Hey, puppy. Yeah, she's nice. This is Kiki. She loves everybody. Oh, he's like, I'm going to get you. But yeah, so if you're out there and you want to weed today, go ahead. I mean, I'm not going to stop you. It's legal in most places now, I guess. Should it be? I'm not going to even weigh in on that. Because for many years, I was part of the We Need the Weed group. Yes, it's a medicine. We must legalize it for everyone. Everyone must share in this great thing of weed. And quite frankly, I'd rather actually go weed the garden today. That's going to be my weeding of the day. Weed day for me is now clearing out the garden of the invasive plant of bamboo. Does anyone have any of this in their yard? Like growing in their yard uncontrollably, like I do? I've been trying to get rid of this thing for years. You have to dig down so deep and get all the roots out. Every single piece of root. It could be a tiny little piece of root, and it will start growing again. It's like, it pisses me off, man. Every year, it seems like it. Well, okay, last year I really did a number on the bamboo in our garden area, and now you can actually see other plants growing. But I do see the little shoots coming up. I see some of them, and then, man, even though they're tiny, they're already real thick. That's what she said. But there's still a lot of them in the yard. And what's happened is the little garden area I have, it's on a tier. It's up above the yard portion in that section of my yard, or the lawn portion. The roots went all the way down. There's a rock wall. And then there's so you've got, it's a step. It's like garden, rock wall, and then down here is the lawn. There are bamboo shoots in the lawn now. In the place where I planted grass seed, I see bamboo shoots growing. And I'm like, I don't want to dig that up. The grass is growing now. The seedlings that I put down there are growing, and I don't want to mess them all up. Now I've got to scoop it up carefully and make it a big giant piece of sod, and then surgically go in there and take the bamboo shoot out, but then, move the sod over and keep it in form so that I can go ahead and dig out all of the, hey, get away from that trash. Dig out all of the roots of this damn weed. It's also going into the neighbor's yard too, which there's another rock wall. It grew under the rock walls everywhere, and now it's spreading. I think of Little Shop of Horrors when I see it, because these bamboo shoots, they just choke out all the other plants. I'm amazed at how many of those like fan grass things I have in the garden now. I mean, I gotta separate them, and maybe I can put them all over the yard and use it as like almost like a separator between our land and the neighbor. That would be nice. But man, now I gotta be, if I was weeding like I used to weed, I wouldn't be able to surgically weed the way I'm gonna weed today, if you catch my drift. And if you didn't watch the whole vlog, you won't know what I'm saying. So rewind, bitch. Watch the whole thing. Watch every one of these, because they're an inspiration. I don't know where Tommy's been, or Trash Talk Control, T3T. But I know I did stop doing vlogs because I got in an accident. I literally, my mom's old car got all messed up, and I almost got messed up, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a few days off vlogging. No vlogging for me, but now I'm back to my energetic self, and I got shit to say. Plus, this keeps me lubed up for when it's time to jump on a show, so I can kill everybody, tap dance around in my mouth. Yeah. I actually want to learn how to dance better. I mean, I've been able to pick up dances most of my life. I've line danced, and also in theater when I would do a show, I would pick up how to dance. And I remember, I'll tell this story. The first play that I did when we moved back to the States, actually, the first week we moved here, when I started going to school in Massachusetts, I was in choir class and they go, "Hey, you want to try out for Guys and Dolls? Not Guys and Dolls, sorry. My Fair Lady. You want to try out for My Fair Lady?" I'm like, and I'm brand spanking new. And I let my nervousness, my neuroticism get the best of me. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, deep down, I really wanted to. And if I had, I probably would have had deeper connections with some of the kids. I would have spent more time. The people who were seniors that year, I would have known a little better, so on and so forth. But, yeah, I didn't. No, come, dog, not around the pole. Thank you, dog. Thank you, Kiki. So I didn't do it. The thing is, I tried to be a part of the drama club, but really, if you're not in the play, see, I didn't realize that I could be like a stagehand for the play. I didn't think of that because I'm not a stagehand kind of guy. Put me on stage, not behind the stage. Where is this? Where is this dark place? I don't understand. Do I need to learn lines? What am I doing? No, this is not me. This is not for me. I need to dress in all black. That's not very good for the spotlight. But the thing is because I didn't do the first play, they had the tryouts for the second play of my tenure in high school here. They had the tryouts during the summer, and I didn't know. So I go to the first drama club meeting of the year, or what I thought was the first one, and they're going over some agendas. Yeah, we're thinking about doing Peter Pan in the spring. Oh yeah, and those of you who are getting called back for Dracula, we'll let you know, and then you guys can come back this week and we'll pick parts. And I'm like, I didn't try out. But that, I was like, shoot. I realized I had to stay I had to keep my ear to the ground and stay close and make sure I knew when things were happening. Let's see, I was an usher for Dracula. Yeah. And I remember there was a couple of scenes where some of the kids got a little confused with their lines. The straight play Dracula really does have a lot of lines, especially for younger, kids that are like freshmen and sophomores to learn. I mean, I'm not saying juniors and seniors, whatever. So, finally, the third show was Peter Pan. I got in, was one of the pirates. I actually had a name because the name of my pirate was Bill Jukes. He has a line towards the end, and Bill Jukes dies. Spoiler. Bill Jukes gets stabbed by Peter Pan. Well, off stage. Well, backstage. See, I go backstage and I die. I don't like being back there. It's not good for me. And but when we were trying, and this goes back to the dancing. See, and I can tell these stories now and know where I was going and remember where I came from because I ain't weeding, man. When we were trying, when we're rehearsing for this show, the pirates have a few songs together, and we do some dances. And at that point, I don't think I'd ever done choreography for a show. No, I never had. And I guess I was a little nervous about it, but they also didn't, they knew we were a bunch of dudes. They didn't throw too much at us. Here, do a grapevine and do a jazz square. Whoa. And you're like, oh, okay. Ooh, I think I can remember that. And I remember every time we would do the dancing parts, it was the guys would horse around. And I think partly because I didn't know everyone that well is why I didn't horse around as much, possibly. But I also was very focused on wanting to learn the dance because I wanted to be good. I didn't want to waste rehearsal time. I had already built those ideas in my head of like, well, we're working on this now and that's what we need to do. So much so that I think probably 2 weeks into rehearsals, the choreographer lady was there, Jen Elford, and she was trying to show us to do something, and a couple of the guys are horsing around, and after a little while, the director, Ken, he starts barking at everybody. Hey, settle down, guys, seriously, I want you to take a look over at Lucas. Yeah, look at him. He's focused, he's ready, he's wanting to do it, he's here to learn, he's in character. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to be. Talk about embarrassing me. I mean, it's nice to be easy, honey, easy. Hey, 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 hey. It's okay. I know you want to say that. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. See, there's another dog. Hey, 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 that's enough. It's okay. Yeah? Easy. Easy. So, even as a young kid, when I wanted to do something, I would have a focus, the laser Lucas focus. And oftentimes when I was doing something like that, the person in authority would point it out to everyone else that I was doing very well. And not that I was teacher's pet or anything, which oftentimes I actually did become. But just because I wanted to be good. I wanted to, I wasn't there to just horse around. But again, if I had known the guys in the show better, I probably would have been horsing around more. But just, it was in actually that moment made me go, oh yeah, when I am trying to do something, I need to be focused. I need to really hit it. And really, that's what I'm doing now. So, I ain't weeding, but I'm focusing and ninning. And maybe you should focus on something cool that's going to give you the motivation to be excellent. Okay? So, that's my thoughts